Pakistan is in trouble. Pakistan-occupied Kashmir is witnessing growing protests against the state. Balochistan continues to simmer with insurgency. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa is battling relentless terror attacks. Inflation, as you all know by now, has battered ordinary Pakistanis. So, what does Islamabad do? Well, it picks up another fight with India. This time, it's not in Kashmir, not on the line of control, but in a muddy, mosquito infested stretch of marshland called Sir Creek. News reports suggest that Pakistan is building or deploying Chinese backed military systems, Turkish drones, hovercraft, and elite naval commandos close to India's Gujarat coast. They call this Project Ababeel or the Divine Strike. Is this a genuine military necessity for Pakistan? Or is it yet another attempt by Rawalpindi to manufacture an external threat while the country is burning from within? I'm Aditi Prasad, and today we decode why Sir Creek is suddenly back in the headlines. Whenever Pakistan faces internal instability, India somehow becomes the convenient distraction. The pattern is not new. If there's an economic collapse, talk about India. Political chaos, raise tensions with India. Army under criticism, well, create another security crisis involving India. And look at Pakistan today. Pakistan-occupied Kashmir has witnessed repeated protests over inflation, electricity shortages, and demands for greater autonomy. The Pakistani army is doing what it does best: crack down with bullets and silence protests. 90 dead in less than 60 days. Meanwhile, Pakistan's economy, of course, remains on ventilator, dependent on IMF bailouts and foreign loans. Even Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif recently admitted that constantly seeking financial assistance or bringing out the begging bowl with friendly countries was a matter of embarrassment. Yet, despite a mountain of domestic crises, Pakistan is investing in expanding military infrastructure along Sir Creek. The priorities of Islamabad are telling indeed. So, what exactly is happening? According to intelligence assessments and multiple defense reports, Pakistan has initiated what it reportedly called Project Ababeel. The objective: expand Pakistan's military footprint right opposite Gujarat's coastline. Reports suggest that Pakistan has deployed the Navy's elite special service group, its maritime commandos, into the marshes surrounding Sir Creek. These commandos are trained for covert operations, amphibious assaults, and surprise infiltration. Pakistan is also integrating new hardware supplied largely by China and Turkey. Now, these include Turkish surveillance and armed drones capable of remaining airborne for extended periods. Hovercrafts are also there, designed to move across mudflats and shallow tidal waters. Then there are the fast assault boats, unmanned surface vessels, and even integrated air defense systems linked with Pakistan's newly established rocket force. Now, Pakistan has also inducted Chinese-built Hangar-class submarines and Tugril-class guided missile frigates, significantly modernizing its naval capabilities. All this has happened recently, mind you. The message Islamabad wants to send is simple. Pakistan is expanding beyond traditional land borders, signaling a stronger maritime posture vis-a-vis India. Now, here is the obvious question. Why Sir Creek? After all, it is only a 96-kilometer tidal estuary. Because Sir Creek is much more than mud and mangroves. It marks the disputed maritime boundary between India and Pakistan. The exact alignment determines where each country's exclusive economic zone begins. And that affects fishing rights, potential offshore energy resources, and naval access into the Arabian Sea. Its geography also makes surveillance incredibly difficult. Channels shift with tides. Large stretches remain inaccessible to conventional vehicles, which is precisely why hovercraft and amphibious platforms suddenly become very, very valuable. Now, historically, the area has witnessed smuggling, infiltration, and illegal fishing. But this takes it to yet another level. Now, the memory of the 26/11 Mumbai attacks has made India's western coastline an enduring security concern. So while Sir Creek may appear insignificant on a map, Pakistan militarizing it carries serious implications. And this is where the story becomes larger than India and Pakistan. China, Pakistan's biggest defense partner for decades. Turkey, emerging major supplier of defense equipment to Pakistan. Both of these countries are right on India's border along with Pakistan. How? Chinese submarines, Chinese frigates, Chinese military technology, Turkish drones, Turkish defense partnerships. All of this is happening near Sir Creek. Together, Beijing and Ankara are helping Pakistan build capabilities that it previously lacked. For China, Pakistan remains a strategic lever against India. For Turkey, Pakistan is one of its fastest growing defense markets. And what this means for Islamabad, because these partnerships offer military hardware that it simply cannot produce domestically at scale. So the result is a growing Chinese and Turkish footprint along India's western maritime neighborhood. But India is not sitting still either and watching very, very closely all these developments. The Indian Navy, Coast Guard and Border Security Force have already strengthened surveillance around Sir Creek. Patrols have increased, radar coverage has expanded. And perhaps most importantly, India is inducting indigenous amphibious combat boats specifically designed for marshy terrain like Sir Creek. 7 are expected for the Army, 4 for the Navy. These boats can operate across water, marshes and land, exactly the terrain where conventional vehicles struggle and exactly the terrain of Sir Creek. They are built for rapid troop movements, surveillance and anti-infiltration operations. And then, of course, there was Defense Minister Rajnath Singh's unmistakable warning during his visit to Bhuj.
जिस तरह से हाल में पाकिस्तान की फौज ने सर क्रीक के सटे इलाकों में अपना मिलिट्री इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बढ़ाया है, वह उसकी नीयत बताता है। साथियों, भारत की सीमाओं की रक्षा भारतीय सेनाएं और बॉर्डर सिक्योरिटी फोर्स मिलकर मुस्तैदी से कर रही हैं। अगर सर क्रीक इलाके में पाकिस्तान की ओर से कोई भी हिमाकत की गई तो उसे ऐसा करारा जवाब मिलेगा कि इतिहास और भूगोल दोनों बदल जाएंगे मेरे साथियों। और 1965 की जंग में भारत की सेना ने लाहौर तक पहुंचने का सामर्थ्य भी दिखाया। आज 2025 में पाकिस्तान को याद रखना चाहिए कि कराची का एक रास्ता क्रीक से ही होकर गुजरता है।
He made India's position crystal clear. Any Pakistani misadventure through Sir Creek would receive a decisive response. But here's the bigger question. Is Pakistan preparing for war? Well, probably not. Is it trying to increase tactical pressure? Certainly yes. But more importantly, it appears to be creating yet another India-centric narrative at a time when uncomfortable questions are being asked inside Pakistan itself. Questions about the economy, questions about governance, questions about Balochistan, questions about unrest in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, questions about rising terrorism inside Pakistan. History shows that wherever these questions grow louder, the Pakistani establishment finds it convenient to shift the conversation towards India. Sir Creek may be the latest stage from that familiar script. While Pakistani citizens demand electricity, jobs, economic relief, Islamabad is investing in drones, hovercraft, and new military outposts. That says as much about Pakistan's domestic priorities as it says about its military strategy. I'm Aditi Prasad, you're watching Times Axis. Press the bell icon below to subscribe and never miss an update from us.